Opinion research and public policy consulting firm Eviteris. KBLA Talk 1580 was found to be the most trusted, credible, and reliable source on the airways for Black Los Angeles and beyond.
Check it out.
We take our role seriously as your trusted messenger. At KBLA Talk 1580, it's about truth, not ratings. And when you hear us say, when we come forward, we mean it. We mean it.
That's the bottom line.
We're not going back. Not to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the closet, and definitely not back to the good old days.
Might as well forget it. No way.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
This may be something, if we break it down to what it was like when you were a child, to as you got older, to as an adult. When you were a child, you probably didn't quite get what was going on. And in fact, you may have put a tremendous amount of effort into making that perfect Mother's Day, whatever it was, birdhouse, card, doily, whatever it was you made as a kid, because this was the year you were hoping mom might compliment it or notice it, or not say that one of your other siblings might have gotten it better than you did, or, if you're the golden child, that yours was better than theirs. You just wanted to be peaceable. Because the fact is, although dads are very involved in child rearing, for many people, mom is the go-to. Mom was that first object you're supposed to at least connect to. So if you had a mom where it felt very conditional, where it was all about her, where you constantly felt like you were trying to win her over, Mother's Day becomes one more day when you would double down on trying to win her over. Now we applaud into maybe middle school and adolescence. At this point, there's the tension between you and mom, whereas when you were a kid, you just wondered, why can't I win her over, or why is she always so mad at me? Now as you were getting older, you're like, oh, this is actually doesn't feel good. You may have either had a very, very fraught relationship with your mother, where there was a lot of arguing, where there was a lot of anger, where there was a lot of her invalidating you, perhaps you rebelling and running out of the house. So it might have been very volatile. Or you continued to find yourself trying to be the person who delivered narcissistic supply in your adolescence, that you were going to be the best soccer player, the best ballerina, the best student, the best looking, the best whatever, to win mom over. So on Mother's Day, if you were in that situation, you might have thought,
wow. Yeah. Tonight's topic. And I know people don't want to hear these kind of topics. Listen, this is how we grow up. This is how we glow up. This is how we show up for ourselves. It's by having difficult conversation that makes us uncomfortable. Tonight's topic. Ladies, are your relationship decisions being made by using the triangle offense or the 3 M's? Manless friends, your mama, your toxic mama, or the toxic media? The triangle offense or the 3 M's. Are you taking relationship advice from the 3 M's? An in-depth look at why so many black women are single. Is it because their friend circle is toxic? Is their friend circle an extension from the toxicity that raised them? Oh, man. What role does toxic sisterhood play in a woman's lack of marriage opportunities? Heavy topic. 1-800-920-1580. Desiree from Los Angeles. Get back in here and finish your thoughts. Desiree,
Well,
you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Great. Here
Yes.
we go.
Okay. Well, now since I realized that, now I'm just like, no, I put a stop to all of that. I have to make myself happy at the end of the day. I'm putting too much energy trying to make my mom happy. Now it's about me making myself happy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But you do recognize that happiness is an inside job, and you're not responsible for your mother's happiness, correct?
Absolutely. I did realize that, yes.
So
it took me a long time to get to that point.
Right. It's not about your performance. It's about who she is internally, and it's her responsibility to confront who she is. And all you can do, and I know this is going to be hard, but all you can do is be grateful, thankful that you've come to this realization. It doesn't mean stop loving your mother. It doesn't mean stop appreciating your mother. Your mother took you as far as you can go with what she had in her internal storehouse.
Right.
So you don't blame her. You don't condemn her. You know, if you talk to her, you give her a little love. You don't expect. You have to shift those expectations. You can't pour love on her and expect her to give it back. It's just not the way it works. You pour love because you are love. Listen to what I'm about to say. Not because you want to give love. No. You pour love because you are love. And you have to come to that understanding within yourself. I love on you because I am love. Not because I want to show love. And in showing love, I have this secret desire to receive it back. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Let me just say, I love you for calling. I love you for sharing.
Thank you for listening. I so appreciate it.
Thank you. Lord have mercy. The voice of reason is in the building. We don't play games on here. This is an equal opportunity show. We want to have the conversation. I know some of these conversations are exceedingly difficult, but guess what? Life is difficult. This is where you come to sharpen your sword so you can go face the world. Dawn from New York, it's your time to shine.
Hello?
Hello, Dawn. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for allowing me to speak again.
Absolutely. Come on.
Well, yes. Yes, it is. There is this like self-deprecating ritual that women go through that it's like it's a path. It's a whole pathway. It starts from girlhood, the worthlessness, and it just, the search for value. And she starts searching out like titles, these false titles for value. So it's girlfriend. She figures that out. That has no value. So she looks for the next thing. It could be wife. If she can't get that, it's mother. And that's the permanent one. You know, you have adults crying, visiting their mother's grave who died 20 years ago.
Because you love them. That's just the bottom line. You love your mama. And even if your mama's toxic, you love her. You love her through the toxicity, and then you you wind up modeling the toxicity, and there's no way you can see your mother. There is a way, but it's very difficult to see mama as broken, as wounded, as flawed. And when you do finally see it, if you're not equipped with the proper tools, then you and your mother become adversarial.
Yep.
Talk to me.
Yep, pretty much. You're gonna have it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's not economic. It's not just social. It's all of the above. It hides all of those places. It's everywhere. It's if even when you're becoming an adult and you're interacting with other women, again, you still have to go through this self-deprecating ritual. This is how women cast other women out. If you don't self-deprecate, you're out.
Talk to me.
And that's when you'll start seeing it when you stop participating. Once your participation is I noticed it first for myself in teenage years, but it came from, I think my lack of participation came from having lived different places. So I already had that, like, well, I can survive. I don't need to necessarily deal with y'all. I may or may not be here in a couple of months. So, that not needing to participate, but it started to show me different things. Oh, when you don't participate, you slowly but surely get cast out. And then you start, it slows it down. You start seeing where this lack of value starts coming in. And then your relationships with men and how, you can't give someone that doesn't have internal value.
That's heavy. Let me ask you just a couple questions here. Toxic sisterhood, the toxic friendship circle, sister circle. I believe that the brotherhood circles and the sisterhood circles mirror the people in them. And I believe the people in those circles mirror where they came from, which is why they find familiarity with one another, which is why they find camaraderie with one another. So I believe the friendship circle and the toxic friendship circle and its toxicity is an extension from what we modeled at home. Talk to me about talk to me about the toxic sisterhood circle. Talk to me about that.
It's like I said, it starts with the self-deprecating. You first have to just bring yourself down to nothing. That's a typical conversation with women. It's very strange. It's really weird. Men don't speak the same way. Men don't use language that lowers their value. They may behave a certain way, but women use language that's it's so destructive.
They use it on each other? You guys use it on each other?
They use it on themselves. They use it on themselves, and they use it on each other. Yes. In a just a standard conversation, it's always going to be this. It's a very weird thing because it's almost like you're having a conversation with someone and they're using words that don't empower them, but they're trying to tear you down with them. It's like you're killing yourself.
Wait a minute. So Don, you really opening up some things here. Are you telling me women kind of haze each other?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. And there's a competition?
Men are more... Absolutely. Men are more if men don't like each other, they pretty much just say it, even if they're sitting right next to each other. Women, it's a scarier thing. They want to become your best friend.
Whoa.
So they can hate you from a very close place.
So they want to infiltrate and then hate. Ooh, yes. Lord have mercy. Keep talking to me, Don. I'm learning.
Yes, it's about creating this vulnerability and then infiltrating it so that what they do hits, so that it impacts. It's the same thing with a mother. It's you're in a vulnerable state as a child. You're accepting that this person is your caretaker. They're doing the best that could possibly be done until you find out maybe not.
But let me just say this too, because again, there are no absolutes. This is some banal. Our catchword here on the Voice of Reason is some banal, some but not all. We are not saying all sisterhood circles are like this. However, when you talk to women from all over the country, as I have, you find that this type of behavior is actually pervasive within sisterhood circles. But we're most certainly not saying all women are like this. And I believe, and maybe Dawn could tell me this after we come forward, because Dawn, I'm holding you over one more time. Maybe Dawn could share this with me. Do women kind of grow out of this? Do they evolve out of this? Like, does it start, we're young, we act this way, and then we go through some hardships, we lose some relationships, and then we kind of grow up and evolve out of it and become better? Tell me on the other side, when we come forward, I'm going back to New York. Dawn is in here cooking.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare for being KBLA Talk 1580's Office of the Week. Into your business today in the KBLA app or KBLA1580.com for the Office of the Week. Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare.
California has millions of homes that could be damaged in a strong earthquake, and earthquakes are inevitable in the Golden State. An older home is especially vulnerable to earthquake damage, so you may need to take steps to strengthen it and help reduce the chance of damage. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com to learn about better protecting your home from earthquake damage. The work may cost less than you think and can often be completed in a few days. You've worked hard to get a home. Now's the time to protect it. Get prepared today so you can worry less tomorrow. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital.
Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
KBLA Talk 1580.
The thrill of victory. The thrill of victory. Thrill of victory. Yeah, man.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes to congratulate Mayor-elect Karen Bass on her historic win as the first woman and only second African-American to serve as chief executive of the city of Los Angeles.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Bass, and welcome back to unapologetically progressive KBLA Talk 1580.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and this is my very first interview, and I am proud that it's here.
We are proud to have you here. What do you want to say to the listeners of KBLA Talk 1580?
I want to say thank you from just, I'm just full of the love that I felt every place I went in the community, and I just want the listeners to know that I promise you I won't disappoint you. I will be accessible. I will never forget where I'm from, and understand that is my primary motivation.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Karen Bass, holding all leaders accountable to you.
No matter who you voted for, no matter who you are or where you live, I will be a mayor for you.
We're KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580. And we don't black down. We've got a lot to talk about. You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, the playlist is on fire tonight. Herb Alpert and Janet Jackson. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. We on fire tonight. You know what it is. The voice of reason is killing an amazing topic. An exploratory topic. We are exploring these concepts and ideas. These discussions that need to be had. I keep saying this, and I'm going to continue until I'm in my grave. If we don't have the difficult conversation, we cannot grow. And the sisters that are calling in tonight are showing up and showing out, and they are being appreciated and loved on for it. Currently, we have Dawn on the line from New York. Dawn, get in here and make your final thought here.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't remember what the question was.
You don't remember what you were saying?
I kind of remember what I was saying.
Well, then give it to me now. Give it to me, Dawn.
Well, I'll say this, and then, women are naturally designed to do as builders, right? It may sound strange to some people. When you flip that and it becomes conniving, it's been flipped around, that's kind of what you have. And it creates these really perverse agendas, and that's what's playing out. It's like all of these women playing from a small position, forming agendas.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense. It's in alignment with all of the sisters that are in my chat room that are commenting. I mean, they got Twitter fingers. Their fingers are fast, and they're saying, yep, this happened to me at a luncheon. I catch a vibe when women start acting weird. But they don't call in and say it. And I understand women don't want to feel exposed. They don't want to feel like, oh gosh, I'm snitching on the sorority. But the reality of it is,
we get a bad rap.
Yes, but listen. The reality of it is this: if you guys are swishing around toxicity in your circle, what do you think you're going to carry into your intimate relationships? Aren't you going to carry that same toxicity? Talk to me.
Yes. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, I've worked before in law enforcement, and a lot of those domestic disputes, I'm not saying all, I don't want to.
We get it. Some banal. Some banal. Yes, we get it.
Some banal. But a lot of it boiled down to it being a really ego-driven woman and an emotionally disturbed man.
Now let me just say this. Let me just say this. I have to interrupt you just a little bit because people will take what you just said and say, oh, she's saying women are like this. That's not what she's saying. She's saying based on her profession, her expertise, and her experience, most of what she dealt with in this particular lane, there was a pattern. And this is the pattern she saw. Because a lot of people will take offense, and that's not the point here. She's saying, look, this is what I saw. You can't undo what she saw because you don't walk in her shoes. Continue, Dawn.
Yeah, but so that's what it would really be like, this emotionally manipulative, this very manipulative woman, and usually a man who probably was in special education or very close to it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Keep going.
And that combination is your domestic violence group.
Mm.
That's a lot of it.
Mm.
A lot of it is that.
Wow.
So I've absolutely seen women use just that conniving mind to run this man into a circle. And, you know, it could be to get him arrested. It could be to get housing.
Wow.
Like, this stuff, it does not stop. It could be to get housing. It could be to for anything, whatever it is she's picking and choosing. Wow. And I'm not saying that's all, because there are absolutely men who are mentally capable, and what happens, you know, between those two is just what it is. But I've seen this more than once. And it's a lot more common than people think. And, you know, this guy will have all of these little simple battery charges and nothing else. You know, it'll all tally up and screw up his life. And, you know, people are trying to understand him, and he doesn't, you know, he's trying to explain himself. I've seen that.
Wow. That's heavy stuff. Dawn, let me just say, I appreciate you. I thank you for your transparency. I thank you for just opening up, your vulnerability, just being transparent and free-flowing. You make this conversation meaningful because you shared, and we appreciate you. You got a seat at the table anytime. Call me, Dawn. I expect to hear from you more often, okay?
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Your show is amazing.
Thank you, Dawn. New York in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Logic, Atlanta. And then Sean. Yeah. Talk to me, Logic.
I was good, though.
What's happening, man?
Hey, I just wanted to say that, you know, sometimes it's not the people giving the advice. Like, sometimes it's the person asking for the advice, not revealing the whole truth of what the situation is. So, you know, they're scared to say what they were at fault for to said person. So that person is only they're giving them wholehearted, honest advice, but it's like, because this person wasn't honest, like they don't understand the whole situation.
No. Hold on, Logic. Hold on. Because right now, I see you got olive oil. I see you've got the Trinity. You've got celery. You've got onions. You got bell pepper. I think you're about to create a roux right now. I need you to hold tight because you're cooking. When we come forward, I'm going back to the ATL and talking to my brother Logic, because we've got a lot to talk about.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is praising the end of the COVID-19 vaccine mandate for military members. In a statement, the California Republican said the repeal of the mandate is a victory for military members. He added that he's told President Biden to rehire military members who were forced out. A city in rural Arkansas is electing an 18-year-old mayor. Democrat Jalen Smith won his runoff race on Tuesday and will soon lead the city of Earl, which has a population of just over 1,800. The recent high school graduate also becomes the country's youngest elected black mayor. Wordle is Google's top trending search term of the year. Wordle is a popular online game that gives players 6 chances to guess a 5-letter word each day. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
NetSpend All Access Account. Get the account designed for your everyday mobile banking needs. Banking services provided by and account established by Pathward NA. Member FDIC. Deposit account opening is subject to registration and ID verification. Terms and costs apply.
Drop it! When you tune in to KBLA Talk 1580, we want you to know what you're downloading.
Now you listen to me, and you listen to me closely.
In a recent African-American media issue survey conducted by the public opinion research and public policy consulting firm Eviderus, KBLA Talk 1580 was found to be the most trusted, credible, and reliable source on the airways for Black Los Angeles and beyond. Check it out. We take our role seriously as your trusted messenger. At KBLA Talk 1580, it's about truth, not ratings. And when you hear us say, when we come forward, we mean it. We mean it.
That's the bottom line.
We're not going back. Not to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the closet, and definitely not back to the good old days.
Might as well forget it. No way.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Central Neighborhood Health Foundation is a full-service network of federally qualified health care centers that serves local communities throughout Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties. CNHF clinics provide low-cost to no-cost, compassionate, comprehensive, quality health care, which includes primary care services for chronic disease and diabetes management, pediatric and women's services, preventive care, vision and dental screenings, COVID-19 testing and vaccines, flu vaccines, behavioral health, HIV, and substance use services. Virtual telehealth visits are available from the comfort of your home with highly qualified physicians and medical professionals. CNHF also provides peer support specialist training and help with housing navigation. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. Your wellness is our priority. Comprehensive care built on trust and respect. For more information, visit cnhfclinics.org or call 213-536-5815 today to locate a clinic near you.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join us in celebrating the season of giving by being part of the solution. As we enjoy great food, family, warmth, and well wishes in whatever our festive tradition may be, we share the beauty of the season by reaching out to the less fortunate. Please help us to help others with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours. Now through December 20th, all of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles, near Vernon Avenue, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. That's 4434 Crenshaw in historic Leimert Park. During the holidays and every day, let's remember, we keep us safe. We keep us warm. We are the safety net, and together we can cover the unsheltered. Get caught up in the spirit of the season, the spirit of love. Make a difference with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to announce a can't-miss community event.
It's a celebration.
Welcome home, Mayor-elect Karen Bass.
You gotta be kidding me.
On Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., join KBLA Talk 1580 in Leimert Park at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon for this free public event as we celebrate Mayor-elect Bass's historic victory. There'll be live performances from Brian McKnight, Wapale, Club Nouveau, and more. There'll be food trucks and a diverse array of vendors, along with the attendance and participation from community leaders, elected officials, celebrities, business owners, and other notables. KBLA Talk 1580 will host Mayor-elect Bass on the main stage at 11 a.m. as we reflect on the importance of this moment and what it means for the Black community, women, and all Angelinos who believe in the limitless potential of our amazing city. We look forward to celebrating with Mayor-elect Karen Bass and you Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the intersection of Lamert and Vernon.
It's a celebration.
This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on, come on.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, baby, you're driving me crazy. Special love and feeling that you give to me, and I'm so proud. You want me to be your lady. Now I know how it feels to live a fantasy. I used to dream about love. It showed me how it was, but I don't have to dream no more. 'Cause I got more than I can say. I found me a lover in another man. I got you, baby. That's all I was waiting for.
The Voice of Reason playing no games. My playlist is my co-host. And I keep telling y'all, man, women love beautifully when they're healed. When they're healed. Men love beautifully when they're healed. Do you understand it is the toxicity that causes us to say, I want to be a passport boy or passport bro, because there are better options other places, because I don't like the way our women have been socialized. But it's not just social game rules. It's also wounds that are created by toxic friendship circles, toxic family circles. But here's the thing about relationships. It's never going to be unidirectional. Relationships are always bidirectional. In energy, in frequency, in vibration, in spirituality. You hear some people call them soul groups. All your friends are a part of the same soul group, right? That's what the metaphysician would say. If you're toxic, I guarantee you got a toxic friend circle. Men or women. So the women say, oh, well, we're divesting from men because they're toxic. Then the men say to the women, we're passport bros now because y'all toxic. But the reality of it is you got to come together and work. It's not come together. It's first work on yourself. It's first heal yourself. I'm so proud of the sisters and the brothers that are calling in here tonight that are revealing some of the difficulties that they've had within their friend circles or with a toxic parent. Do you understand? Before I get back to my brother Logic in Atlanta, let me do this. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. If you would like to be a vendor for our Welcome Home Mayor-elect Karen Bass event in historic Lamert Park on Saturday, this Saturday, December 10th, please email us to info@smileyAudiomedia.com. And we will get you all of the necessary details that you need in order to participate. That's info@smileyAudiomedia.com for all the info you need on how to join us as a vendor at our Welcome Home Mayor-elect Karen Bass event Saturday, December 10th in Lamert Park. This is a community call to action from none other than us over here at KBLA Talk 1580. Let's not play. My brother Logic, get in here and continue to cook, because you was really putting those foundational ingredients together. Talk to me.
All right, story time was dope. Well, with Logic, right? So it was I had an ex-girlfriend, and she had messed up her rent money for the month, right? It just happened to be her birthday month, right? So I gave her the money for her rent. So when her birthday came around and all her family was calling her, asking her what she was doing, and she said nothing, of course they were looking at me like, oh, wow, that dude ain't do nothing for you. You know, the guy you with, he didn't do anything for you. She wasn't being forthcoming with the information that, oh, he just paid my rent. You know, because she didn't want to look like she was bad with money or whatever. But it's like, okay, so when I get around these people, the vibe is different, the energy's off.
And she gonna let you live.
Everything.
She gonna let you live with that vibe too.
Yeah, exactly.
I see what you said.
So it's like you didn't give all the information to these people. So the advice that you might get back from them, because they're assuming that I'm a person that wouldn't do something for my lady for her birthday. But what they didn't understand was that I just paid her rent, and she didn't say that to them because she wants to look good in front of her mom and her family.
That shows that she's selfish. That also shows that she's not trying to protect you. Keep going.
Exactly. So I think a lot of times people don't have the whole story. So it's like going to a therapist and you're not being honest with the therapist. Like the advice the therapist gives you is not based on the whole truth because you're not being open. You know. So it's like, you know, Big Mama might be like, hey, you need to leave him. You know, your sister might be like, hey, man, that guy's no good, but they don't know the full, you know, the whole spiel of the situation. So, you know, the advice you get back, if you're not being forthcoming with everything that happened, you can't. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. So if you never made a mistake, in all these stories that you telling your family and what advice you think you're going to get back? They're going to be like, oh, well, you doing the right thing, girl. Just keep going with what you doing. And, you know, that brother, I don't know what's on his mind.
Wow. Hey, brother, once again, I appreciate the insight, man. You really laying down some good game. We appreciate it. We all learning, and everybody's opinion is their opinion. But you can call here and share yours. Logic from Atlanta, Georgia. You brought your city in the building. If you want to bring yours in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Let me get my brother Sean from Oakland, California in here. Sean, talk to me.
All right, Brother Zoe. So first of all, I'm not going to put any words in your mouth, but I have an inkling that what you're doing is trying to, if you can help one person by any kind of knowledge you put out there to improve the quality of their life, that's going to make your day. And that's all I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. And what I hear in this situation, I should say the topic, is that, you know, if you're hiding something, whether you are a male or a female, whatever the relationship dynamic is, all right, and you really want something more than sex or some kind of, you know, fun night or whatever, okay, if you really want something to develop, all right, you open up. I'm not saying on the first date. I'm not saying on the second date. What I'm saying is there's going to come a time when you are with that person, and male or female, whatever your situation is, and you are going to have to, you know, talk about your relationship in life. You're going to have to talk about your experiences in life. And the reason why I say that is you should do that is because it's better to do it early on than try to throw it all in late in a relationship, and then it becomes a big mess. And it may not be a mess at all, but tell it early, tell everything, tell all the crap you've done, all the stuff, we've all made mistakes, and then develop it from there. And a matter of fact, I think most people, men, ladies, will appreciate that because, hey, you're actually really caring about me. But I'm only saying to do this with someone that you really think there's a possibility that you really want to develop that relationship with them.
Thank you, Sean, man. We love you, brother. We appreciate your insight on a daily. You already know you got a seat at the table. My brother Sean, Oakland, California. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know what you got to do. Call me, 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, I'm going to talk to my homeboy Banks from Bellflower, California.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Black music and entertainment OGs still making moves. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. First stop, Bobby Brown announces upcoming world tour with New Edition in 2023. Ricky Bell, Michael Bivins, Ronnie DeVoe, Ralph Tresvant, and Bobby Brown. According to Brown, the group's bond is too strong to permanently break. In other news, Gladys Knight is awarded with Kennedy Center honors from President Joe Biden. The 7-time Grammy Award winner Gladys Knight, 78 years old, received the Kennedy honors for her contribution to the arts. And if you didn't know, the Empress of Soul will soon be releasing a scripted miniseries about her life that she is executive producing. And last stop, Mike Tyson and Ice Cube sit down for a chat, and Ice Cube reveals that he's doing what he can to regain control of the Friday franchise to, quote, make the fans happy. That's your K-Black Minute News.
Over 100 million people around the world have felt the thrill of Broadway's most spectacular musical, Disney's The Lion King. And now you can too. Experience this breathtaking theatrical event and see why the New York Times declares there is simply nothing else like it.
Give the gift that roars at the Pantages Theater, February 2nd through March 26th. Visit BroadwayInHollywood.com.
Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare for being KBLA Talk 1580's Office of the Week. Into your business today in the KBLA app or KBLA1580.com for the Office of the Week. Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Something I'm gonna tell you. I think about you day and night. You in my dreams from the moment I wake up. I know sometimes you can tell that I love you by the things that I do. But darling, I do love you.
A summer love is beautiful, but it's not enough to satisfy emotions that are shared between us. A winter love is cozy, but I need so much more. It just intensifies my wants to have a love that endures. Whoa. 'Cause every time I close my eyes, I think of you. And no matter what the season is, I still love you with all my heart. And I wanna be with you wherever you are. I think of you on 2 occasions. What's that?
2 occasions. The Voice of Reason is on fire this evening. Live from KBLA Talk 1580, the most revolutionary relationship talk show in the world. Philosophy, spirituality, empirical studies. We don't leave any of it out. And tonight's topic is one of those topics that kind of makes us all uncomfortable because nobody wants to see mama in a bad light. And we're not blaming all mamas. Please understand that. Oh, goodness. That was the deal on 2 occasions. Let's get back to my brother Banks from Bellflower, California. Bellflower, California. Banks, I know you have something to offer this discussion. Talk to us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. Thank you for the playlist, man. Good music going on, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for the positivity. I always like listening to the station very positively. But the topic is very interesting. It's particularly about women because, you see women when they huddle up together sometimes, they talk. They talk down at each other, but that's just how they connect. They talk down at each other, and that's how they connect with one another. And it's kind of strange, but that's how they, and then they back to friends, and they just talking like everyday people, But, and on the mama thing, just the thing with my mom, man, she would, always kind of talk down at you. You never be nothing. Your dad was never nothing. You ain't gonna be nothing. So, that's just how it was. But, you learn to deal with it and you grow up and, you learn that, they did the best they could. So, you move on,
And that's how you move on, by understanding they did the best they could and you be thankful for that, right?
Right.
Brother Banks, I appreciate you, man, for calling in from Bellflower, California. You know you can call in anytime, man. Thank you for the call. And again, if you want your city to come in here, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, my final thoughts on this discussion shall be shared.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you a happy holiday and wants to bless you with one night only. A Wonder Winter's Night presented by Stevie Wonder's House Full of Toys benefit concert. Saturday, December 17th at Microsoft Theater. Download the KBLA Talk 1580.com mobile app to enter to win a pair of tickets. This has been a community call to action brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580. You want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just remember, the doors to my heart will always be open to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Force MDs. Love is a house. And let me tell you something, man. Love in your heart transforms your house into a home. Just let it rock under me, just quietly, very quietly. Just turn it down just a little, very quietly. Nina Simone once said, You have to learn how to get up from the table when love is no longer being served. But what I'm going to say to Nina is we going to recontextualize that. You got to stop setting the table that doesn't serve you love. See, the way our society is set up, it's black and white. It's good and bad. It's villain and victim. But don't you know you're a co-creator in your own downfall? It's not that you got to get up from the table that's no longer serving you. You got to stop setting that table with your hopes and your dreams and your wishes that somebody gonna show up the way you want them to. Isn't that what a lot of people do with their mamas and their friends? I thought you were my friend. My friend would never do this. That's because they have a totally different outlook on what friendship is. If you got a friend in your inner circle that is envious of you, could you define that as a friend? Huh? And what in your spirit co-signed an envious presence? Ooh, something in your spirit had to sign off on it, or your spirit would have rejected it, because your spirit rejects things that it doesn't want, that it's conscious of. Like, no, we're not doing that. That's called setting healthy boundaries. What in your spirit co-signed the envious friend who maybe you didn't see that they would be jealous that, you know what, you climbing out and climbing up because you've healed something from within and got somebody that's going to love you back. Maybe they jealous of that. How did they get into the inner circle? Do you understand? Just because somebody gives you life doesn't mean they will love you in the right way. Mamas love you the best way they know how. That doesn't necessarily mean they love you the right way. Ooh. So let the expectations of broken mamas go too. And love on those mamas for as far as they was able to take you. I start conversations. You understand? I don't end them. You end them by extending them. The Voice of Reason is on fire tonight. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned. My people, Danny Morrison, as well as Robin Ayers, are about to come in here and keep this fire lit. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with another barn burner. Deuces.
You got the key. Oh, there's a house. You got the key. Oh, you got the key to take me where I wanna be. Love's a house, love's a home. I don't wanna be
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. House